Hi, my name is Alexis Gardner, and I'm going to apologize for my voice. I am a little bit sick right now, but I am an aspiring secondary education history teacher. Today I'm going to reflect on my personal dispositions as a teacher candidate. I'm going to be discussing the role of the teacher in supporting learning, the dispositions I currently possess, and the ones that I would like to continue to develop and make better, the impact of personal biases, and how I'm going to uphold the academic and professional integrity throughout my entire teaching journey, especially because this is just the beginning for me. As a teacher, my role is to support student learning by creating a safe and inclusive environment where all my students will be able to grow. This includes planning and delivering my instruction that meet each of my students and their diverse needs. I'm going to reflect on my own teaching practices and continuously improving my lessons. According to things that we have learned to the NTASC Model Core Teaching Standards, teachers are expected to facilitate student learning, adapt instruction based on assessment data, and engage professional growth to enhance our practices. I always think it's very important to learn about your students and the most effective way each of them learn, and bring that into your lesson planning at one point and another throughout your year. Additionally, I think it's important to note that teachers uphold professional expectations by modeling ethical behavior and collaborating with our colleagues, our families, and the community to help student outcomes. By working together and reflecting on our own practice, we can contribute to the advancement of the profession as a whole and making sure the future of our students is the best that we can do. Some of the professional dispositions I currently possess that help me be successful in my role today and hopefully one day as a teacher is my empathy, my responsibility, and strong commitment to student success. I value collaboration and open-mindedness, and this allows me to work effectively with colleagues and adapt to diverse classroom situations. I would like to imagine that I will approach teaching with a reflective mindset, seeking constant feedback and improvement for my instructional strategies. These dispositions align with the GCU professional disposition expectations, which emphasize being reflective, responsible, and committed to student learning. While I have many strengths, I recognize that in anything I do and will be teaching, that there will be areas that I need to grow and will always need to grow before I enter the classroom and while in the classroom. For example, I want to work on managing professional biases more effectively, improving my time management, which I can only imagine will help with lesson planning, and strengthen my classroom communication skills. By intentionally developing these areas, I can provide a more equitable and productive learning environment for all of my students to come. Personal biases, if left unchecked and recognized, can affect how we interact with every single student, interpret their abilities, and even grade their work. Biases may unintentionally limit opportunities or influence expectations, and this can impact our students' learning. According to the expectations of the teaching profession, it is essential to recognize and reflect our biases, ensuring that all students are treated equally and with respect. Through reflection and professional development, teachers can mitigate the effects of bias and can create an inclusive classroom environment for every person and every student we come across. Upholding academic and professional integrity is a core part of being a teacher and something I hold very highly. As a teacher candidate and future educator, I will adhere to the ethical standards in lesson planning, grading, and professional interactions. I will model honesty and fairness in all aspects of my work and follow institutional policies to maintain the trust of my students, my families, and my colleagues. By committing to continuous reflection and professional growth, I will ensure that my teaching practices align with both GCU and the NTASC standards for ethical and professional conduct. In conclusion, I am committed to growing as an educator as much as possible. I will continue to reflect on my practices and ensure that I will be providing equitable and meaningful learning experience for all of my students that I come across. By developing my professional dispositions, addressing my biases, and upholding integrity, I will strive to be the best teacher I can be. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.